Welcome to this high-hamstring tendinopathy safe practice. You'll need 2 yoga blocks and a cushion. And if you don't have these props, 3 pillows works just as well. If you are experiencing yoga butt, as it's known, you might be a little intimidated to practice yoga because that pinching pain where your hamstrings meet your sits bones can be aggravated by so many asana, especially anything with a deep forward fold. This sequence is made up of the asana I used to heal, strengthen, and stabilize my body when I had high hamstring tendinopathy. So follow along with me. We'll start in constructive rest on the ground. Just flatten your hips down into the ground with your feet gently resting on the mat. And give a gentle half tuck of your tailbone. And then hands can rest gently on your low belly or at your sides. And close down your eyes. And start to tune into your breath. And it's very important to begin this practice with a gentle relaxation to signal to the nervous system that it can release its holdings, its patterns of holding. So breathe here. Soften your scalp and your face. Release all tension from your shoulders. Soften your chest and your belly. Relax your hips and your glutes. The tops and the bottoms of your thighs, let them go. Soften your knees and your lower legs. The tops of your feet and the bottoms of your feet and all 10 toes. And tune into your whole body, heavy, relaxed, and pressing into the ground beneath you. Breathing here. And tune into your inner body, all that space inside of your body. And see if there's tension there that you can also release and let go of. See if you can feel your whole inner body in one solid field, as if you could feel your skin from the inside out, bringing so much awareness to your whole body, inside and outside. And gently blink open your eyes. And we'll do a gentle round of hip tucks here. We'll start by raising the arms up overhead and relaxing them there. If that's too hard on the shoulders, just spread out the elbows wide. And then we'll push the low back into the ground. And then arch gently off the ground here. Tuck the tailbone to push the low back down again. And arch up off the ground. Push your abdomen down to tuck your tailbone again. And little arch. Keep it gentle, there should be no pain. Tucking and arching. One more time here, arch up off the ground. And then gently release to a neutral spine. And grab a cushion or a pillow. Walk the feet in, and we're going to do a gentle supported bridge here. So first push into your elbows and heels of your feet, tuck your tailbone, and then situate that pillow or cushion down under your tailbone. It should be right on the edge of your sacrum. And once you can feel that comfortable line there, you can just release, and you're gently engaging, pushing your feet into the ground, your tailbone's tucked, and you're breathing here. So much awareness in your whole body. Release the tension in your low back. And just stay with your breath. Keep the shoulders soft and your face relaxed. signaling to your body that it's safe to sink into this pose. Make sure you keep that gentle engagement beneath your feet. Tuck the tailbone and lift your hips up to remove that cushion. And then once again, push your hips down into the ground, really stabilizing them flat against the ground, and grab one of the blocks, or you can use the same cushion or pillow, and squeeze them between your knees, your thighs, and then once again, your elbows dig into the ground. And we'll do some bridge roll-ups. Tuck the tailbone and push into your feet and elbows to roll the hips up, and slowly with control, exhale them back down. Inhaling as you roll those hips up, pushing into heels and feet, and exhale, releasing gently back down. Inhale, pushing into the elbows and feet, keeping the squeeze on that block, whether you're moving up or exhaling down. Once again, coming up, leaving the glutes somewhat soft, letting the push come into the front part of the body. Exhaling down, keep squeezing that block. Inhale as you roll the hips upward. Exhale, untucking as you roll down. And then flatten the hips once again into the ground underneath you and remove that block. Really stabilizing the hips flat into the ground, and then just lifting up the right leg and the left leg, a gentle marching here. Make sure the hips are not lifting up all. They are very stable as you gently march it out here. Keep your awareness in those stable, steady hips planted on the ground. Breathe as you gently march. It's a subtle movement, but it creates a lot of stability in this area. Keep breathing and keep marching. And the focus is on the breath and this slow, steady, controlled walking of the legs. And now, place your hands on the ground, and we'll just start by sliding the right heel all the way out, and then sliding the heel back in with the same stable hips. Now the left leg slides out. This is a lot easier if you have socks. I'm faking it here. I don't have socks, so I'm kind of skidding instead of sliding. But the focus is the same. The hips are stable, and you just slide the right leg out. Keep breathing here and sliding it back in. Now the left leg slides out. Push into the ground with your hands and keep your hips really stable here. Now we'll get into some leg hovers. So this time your leg goes out straight without touching the ground and hovers over the ground for a second. And your left leg straightens out. And your heel is only about an inch from the ground, straight out, keeping your core controlled, your hips steady. And the right leg stretches out. Keep breathing here. Keep your hands pressed into the ground. Just keep steady. And this time, when the right leg straightens out, just keep it there, hover it over the ground, and then we'll just point and flex through the foot. Point and flex. Keep everything steady and even. And one more time, point and bring it back. And now the left leg goes out and hovers, and we'll point and flex. Keep breathing and point and flex. Beautiful. And then you can bring that leg back in as well. And then we'll just bring the hands out wide and the feet out wide as the mat, and just a few windshield wiper motions side to side with those knees. Breathe and just release tension from those hips and hip flexors. Beautiful. And then just engage your core and move with a lot of awareness. Roll over to your side, come up, and we'll come up and over to tabletop position here. So take your time to set up your tabletop here, your knees under your hips, your wrists directly under your shoulders, push into the tops of your feet. Gently bring your stomach up towards your back to straighten out that line of your back and pull out through the top of your head. Beautiful. Spread your fingers and push into your palms, nice and high in the shoulders. And we'll inhale here, and then as you exhale, dropping the belly, inhale the head and hips floating up to the sky. As you exhale, push into your hands, arch up through your spine, push into your feet, tuck your tailbone. Beautiful. Inhale into cow, and exhale, arching up once again, push into your hands, tuck your chin and tailbone. And at the end of the breath, just begin the inhale and down into cow, head and hips floating up. Exhale, curving the spine upward as you push into your palms strongly here. Inhaling, back to cow. Just sink down a little bit more with each rotation, moving with your breath. Exhale, really push it up. One last time, we're going to inhale into cow. And then arch up, tuck, really tuck this time, tailbone and chin in. And then release back to tabletop. Tighten your abdomen, push up high in your shoulders, and send your right leg straight back and float it up even with the body. Pull back on that heel as you pull out through your left fingertips into pointer dog. Push into your supporting hand and breathe here. Nice, long, even breaths, gazing at the ground. Stay with it, the whole body strong, strong lines. Pushing into your supporting hand and breathing here. Pulling out through that back heel and pulling through the top of the fingertips. Nice long line. And then gently release the hand down to the mat and then the knee. Lovely. And a little shake, a little wave side to side. And send that left foot back. Push out through that back heel, high in the shoulders. Tighten the abdomen and float that leg up as you pull out through your right fingertips. Can bring that left hip down to square the hips with the mat and then pull back through that back heel as you pull through the right fingertips, breathing, gazing at the ground and pushing strongly into that left hand. Concentrate on that breath, nice and long, nice and strong through the heel and fingertips, pulling through the top of your head. Stay with it, building a lot of functional strength here. Exhale as you bring the hand down, then the knee. Beautiful. And then just bring the toes together, knees spread, and we'll grab a block and a cushion. Listen to your hamstrings here. I like to put 2 blocks or 2 cushions or pillows on the ground and then stack another on top of it, but do what works for you. For this supported wide leg child's pose, what we want is to support the torso and the head, and you can see my hips are quite high. Don't want to push into that. A deep forward fold is not what we're going for here. I can make this much worse, so keep it nice and high. You can even put another pillow in between your hips and your feet. And just breathe here. Relax your shoulders. Feel your whole spine decompressing. Relax your hips down. Just a gentle counter pose to the weight bearing load that we just put onto these muscles. So just soften and relax and feel your breath here. Notice where it moves into your belly, pushing into your sides and your back, and let the exhale relax you even more. Can you soften your face? Releasing your jaw gently. And gently push into your hands to bring your head up and turn it to the other side. Make sure you even this out. If you're resting on your forehead instead, you can just stay there. Can you bring your awareness to the inside of your body, all that inner space? And notice if there's any tension there that can be released, relaxed. Breathing here and just sinking in, keeping a lot of awareness in your body, maybe tuning into the sensation of air on your skin, the feeling of the ground beneath your palms and arms. And letting each exhale soften you even more. Gently lifting your head, walk your hands back, tighten your abdomen to support your low back, and we'll just remove those props off to the side and transition carefully down to the ground with a lot of awareness. And we'll come into a reclined butterfly with a chest opening option. First, situate your hips gently against the ground and bring 2 blocks or cushions or pillows underneath your legs, feet together, and find what's comfortable. It's important that this is a supported position because it allows those hamstrings to really shorten and relax here. You can also bring your 3rd cushion or pillow underneath your spine like this if you'd like a more intense chest opener. And then relax your hands to your sides and breathe here. Bring your awareness to those inner hip crease muscles and just soften them with your awareness from the inside out. Feel the breath moving in and out of both nostrils at the same time, and allow your head to be heavy, softening your forehead and your jaw, relaxing your shoulders, especially softening your low belly, your thigh, and your glute muscles. Bring a lot of awareness to the area. Bring your hands to the outsides of your legs and push them together. And then bring both blocks off to the right side, lining them up even with the mat, parallel with the mat. And then bring your knees gently, not too tightly to your chest, a gentle, gentle raise. And then legs are parallel to the ground, your hands go on the front of your thighs, and we're just going to push into the thighs. Pull the legs back towards you as you resist with your hands. Gently engaging, and then relax and breathe here. Nice deep breath. And then we'll go again. Pushing into those thighs and resisting with your leg muscles. Push. Pull back on those legs. Really create some tension here. And then relax. Beautiful. Breathing here. Lovely. And one more time. Really pushing into those thighs and pulling back with your legs. Create tension here, some pressure. Beautiful. Strengthening and stabilizing the whole area. Breathe as you push. And then grab the top of the legs. Don't bring them in too far. We don't want to make anything worse here. Just rock a little side to side, holding the legs. And then bring those both legs together over onto the blocks to your right side. The arms are at shoulder height. Coming into this supported recline twist. And then you can release your head if you'd like to the opposite hand and close down your eyes. And this position allows your hamstrings to really release while still creating a lot of mobility in the hips and low back. So bring your awareness to the releasing and relaxing of your hips, your low back, and your head, completing the twist on opposite sides of your spine. Really soften in here and gently breathe. Your face can be soft, your hands and your feet. Inhale your head back up to center. You can grab your legs with your hands, bring them up through center, and take those blocks and position them on your left side. Beautiful. And then bring your legs up over to the left side, arms up at your shoulder height, and release your head towards your right hand. And close down your eyes. And once again, soften in, releasing as much tension as you can from your hips, your low back, your shoulders, and your face. Breathe here and let gravity relax, release, and restore. And just be aware of your breath here, noticing how it moves into your side ribs. And let the exhale release and relax even more as you breathe here. And just scan your body. Is there anywhere you're still holding tension? Inhale, bring your head back up to center. Grab your knees and bring your legs up over center. If you like, you can move those props out of your way. And we'll finish this practice with a restorative rest posture with the feet as wide as the mat, the knees come into touch. Push your hips down into the ground and then relax everything from your hips downward. Push your shoulders flat into the ground, lengthen out through the back of your neck, and then close down your eyes. Hands rest gently on your belly or on the ground beside your body. And tune into your breath here. Feeling the air flowing in and out of both nostrils at the same time. Softening your whole body and letting it become heavy against the ground beneath you. Maybe smile to yourself and thank yourself for showing up for your practice today, for this healing, restorative practice for high hamstring tendinopathy. And it can be very tempting when you have an injury like this to either try to overdo it to recover or to avoid exercise altogether. So instead, the best approach is a consistent and gentle practice that slowly builds strength and stability in the area to aid in recovery. You can practice this routine 2 to 3 times a week until you feel really good about it, really stable and strong. And then you can move on to the next video in this series coming soon. I'll record 2 more with increasing difficulty so that you can strengthen and recover effectively. You can stay here and rest as long as your body needs. You can support my channel by liking this video, leaving me a comment, and subscribing to my channel. If you enable notifications, you'll know when I release the next videos in this series to help you heal your yoga butt. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.